in Accenture. In Accenture. Okay. The best part is actually he is a mechanical engineering student. Just now I got the mail. Just now I got the mail. 34 minutes ago. 34 minutes ago. I'm very happy to share that news with you guys. Okay. Yes, I will say congratulations to him. I'm eagerly waiting to see your mails also in my inbox, guys. Okay. So that is one of our success story. Yes, that is one more success story. All right, guys. All right. All right. So, guys, let us start our session here today. So, guys, before starting our session, let me have a very small and quick recap, guys. So, guys, you are saying, sir, we got a notification from about joining Angular batch. Hang on. Hmm. Yes. Yeah. Tomorrow onwards, they are starting Angular 11. That is nice, actually. Okay, 9 a.m. by Mr. Sudhakar Sharma. Okay, he's okay. So join the classes by using below link. Okay, you can join, guys. You can join. No issues. Parallelly, happily, you can join. No problem. Guys, see, that's what that depends upon like how much you can manage. If you can manage, you can. If you can manage, okay, you make a call, you just keep a mail, you just keep a mail to Naresh IT, okay. Like, see, if you think that you are unable to do that, like some people will be there, guys, some students will be, they will be trying to learn parallelly, okay. So what I'm trying to say was like if you can learn parallelly, fine, fine, okay. Okay. So, guys, that's what. See, some people will be thinking that okay, HTML, CSS, and JS is not yet started. I understand. I understand. I understand, guys. I understand. So, do one thing. Do one thing, guys. You can keep a mail. Like, if everyone is keeping a mail, they will consider that your mails, na? Yes, you can do that. You can do that. All right, guys. Right. Come on, guys. Let us start our session here today. So, guys, before starting our session, let me have a very small and quick recap of the topic which we had covered in our yesterday's class. So, guys, first we had started with our packages, I guess, like what is actually a package, how many types of packages are there, and what is the use of a package actually, and where we are supposed to use import statement, like when we are supposed to import a package into our program. So we had seen that, and in how many ways we can use, I mean, in how many ways we can access a class present in another package into our program. We had seen that, like there are actually three ways, guys. Three ways. What are those? By using package name dot class name, by using package name dot star. Package name dot star means all the classes will be imported, guys, believe me, you may seem that is easy way, but it is not good programming practice, guys. Why? Because everything, all the classes, even though which you are not using, I repeat, all the classes, even though which you are not using, also they will be imported into your program. What is the use? So I don't feel that is a good one to use, but there is a chance. There is a chance. Okay. So after that, using package name dot class name, and most important interview point of view question is: can you import a class into your package without using import statement? Can you import a class into your program without using import statement? And the answer is yes, we can do that. And by the way, how to do that, guys? By using fully qualified class name. By using fully qualified class name, we can import a class present in another package into our program without using import statement. And then after that, we had gone through with access modifiers, guys. Like I told you, there are 4 types of access modifiers are there. Yeah, we had seen there are like 4 types of access modifiers are there: public, private, protected, and default. And for a class, we can use only 2 access modifiers: public and default. For a method, we can use all these 4. I mean, for method or a variable, we can use all these 4 access modifiers. We have seen that. Up to that, we had covered in our yesterday's class. Now, guys, today I'm going to deal with one of the most important concept actually, that is understanding understanding this keyword. Which keyword? Which keyword? This keyword, not that keyword. This keyword. This keyword, guys. This STHIS. This keyword. KEYWORD. Literally, guys, the keyword name is this only. Okay. Please, I can't do anything with that. Right? So we are supposed to understand this keyword. Which keyword? This keyword. Okay. Now, guys, hang on. Actually, yesterday at the end of the class, I told Madhavi to give her a doubt in the program. Guys, with your thing, can we solve that, guys? Shall we solve that problem? Yes, Madhavi, come on, Amma. Give me your program, please, Tale. Guys, let us, everyone, we'll try to solve that. We'll try to solve that, okay? Madhavi, give me the program in the chat, please. Waiting. Okay, so I got here the class name as student info. Okay, no problem. Let me try to first get this. I did not got the entire program, Madhavi. I got only to here. I did not got the entire program. No, Madhavi, you cannot go with the entire program in the chat. Why? Because chat will not be able to accept that. Okay, so there is a limitation for the chat. You just check your Eclipse up to how much you got pasted, or else copy that in a file, copy the entire program in a notepad and give it to me, please. You can send the file. In the meantime, guys, shall we check this in the meantime? What she had done with the program. Okay, she's taking, okay, and then super. Why you are using super? Student info, again super. This, okay, method grade, fine, scanner class, marks, grade equal to null, grade A plus, marks is greater than. Okay, I got an idea about this. Okay, come on. Program. No way, Umang. Never think like that, okay? Never think like that. Guys, one thing I want to say you, please don't get confused or don't get afraid with the bigger program. Bigger is better. Okay. Literally, guys, right? So please don't worry about the length of the program. Guys, whatever it may be, whatever it may be, the program always execution starts from main method. You know that if you start analyzing the code from the main method, automatically the code will be reduced. Automatically it will be reduced. Right. Madhavi, unmute.
Yes, sir.
What happened?
I am sending it in file, sir.
Yeah, come on, hurry up.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry, sir. Apologies.
Guys, let us wait. Let us check this. Select file and go to your computer. Is there any option in your computer, Madhavi?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I
S-
am going to my computer, and in C I am full stack. Then
Now, did you save the file?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you are about to send the file, right?
Yes, sir. I did, sir. I
Fantastic.
hope
Yes.
you got it, sir.
Yes.
Can you
Yes.
please
Yes.
check? Thank you, sir.
Yes. I got it. I got it.
Appreciate your time and everybody's time in the
It's
class,
okay,
sir.
Tali. No problem. No problem. Actually, your doubt is genuine doubt. So that's the reason I'm trying to do that. So let us check this actually. Right. So this is the program, guys. This is the program. Okay. So let us first have, let me try to take one more class. Student, I guess. Okay. Now I want to change the name as, okay. Right. And then scanner. I'm trying to import scanner. Okay. Done. And let us check starting from here. Let me remove this. I don't want all this. All right, guys. So, okay, let take first. Let me try to run my program, Java application. So, input number of students. Okay, let me try to go here. Amma Madhvi, unmute. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Tell me, Madhvi, what I'm supposed to do right now.
Sir, when I input number of students, you can just, if you want to enter 10 number of students, you can say 10. For right now, we'll put it 2, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, and now you have to enter the name, maybe anybody.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So when next it has to go for student address, but it is directly jumping to student number.
Okay. Very good.
So yes, sir. So
Hang
whenever
on.
I'm using next line
I
or next
understand.
things, yeah, thank you,
I
sir.
understand. No problem. No problem. So, guys, let us solve this problem here. Okay. So, guys, whenever we are having a trouble, first, always, I mean, yeah, we know that our Java program execution starts from main method, right? So, let us start execution from the main method. Okay. So, inside the main method, we are having an object of our class. All right. Now, yeah, we are creating a scanner class. Okay. So after that, system.out.println input number of students. So input number of students. After that, you are trying to parse in. Okay, you are removing the spaces. Fine, guys. Trim is a method which is used to remove the spaces. Okay. As of now, we did not discuss anything about string class. This is a method which is present in string class. So we'll be discussing that. Don't worry about that. As of now, kindly please do remember that you are trying to take the input from the user. That's it. That's it. Not more than that. Not more than that. Okay. So after that, if you are, I mean, whatever the data which we are giving, she's trying to store in n. Okay, let me show you. For example, if I'm giving 2, press enter, and 2 is getting stored in n. After that, system.out.println, please enter student name. All right. Now, if I'm entering student name, ASHAN, Those are golden days, by the way. So if I enter student name, if I press enter button, if I press enter button, then what will happen? Kishan will be present inside name. Okay, that is well and good. After that, system dot out dot print ln enter student address means she is trying to print this sentence. After that, she is without her knowledge, she's trying to like giving enter button. Ln guys, ln means the cursor will be coming to the next line. Am I right? Guys, for example, what will be happening, what will be happening in this particular scenario, yes, this happens. This is actually a genuine doubt. That is the reason I want to address this with in front of everyone. Now if I'm getting like this, okay, please enter student address. Okay, that is what you are printing. And after that, whenever it is going to next line, the cursor will be coming to the next line without any input. Without any input, the cursor from here, it is coming to the next line. So next line method is trying to take input from here to here. Guys, are you understanding what's happening here? Generally, what next line method will be taking? Next line method will be taking, I mean, the next line, literally enter button, right? So whenever the cursor is coming to the next line, immediately it is taking that as an input. That is the only reason you are getting, I mean, it is trying to skip. Means, yeah, it is taking input, but what it is taking? Nothing. It is taking no input. So in order to avoid this, you need to consume this next line. Okay, if you want to consume this, just write one more next line method. E dot next line method, like that. One more next line method. That's it. Now, whatever the line coming from this system.println, it will be coming to the next line. I mean, that will be consumed by this method. Is it clear, guys? Now let us check here. Right click, run as Java application. Yeah, input number of students 2. Student name, I'm going to give my name Kishan, Kishan, Kishan. And if I press enter, now please enter student name will be printed. It will be printed. Cursor will be coming to the next line. That where? Yeah, here. Okay, please enter student address. I mean, cursor will be coming to the next line, and that next line will be consumed by this method. We are not printing it anywhere. It's just a space, empty space. So you are consuming that, and again you're trying to write one more method which is ready to accept it address. For example, press enter, is enter student address. Voila, magic. Now let us check this address, something like HYD RABID Hyderabad, student number, something like student number, like this. Okay, Madhavi, is it clear, Tali? Right. This is one nice, Madhavi, very nice you had done. That is good. Okay, see, Madhavi, here you are not able to print the marks here. So I think the program is a little bit, still you need to write that code. So kindly please try to write it. Okay. Fantastic. All right, guys. So let us go with the next thing. Guys, just a minute. I'm just removing this. Okay. Now, just a minute, guys. Even guys, just a minute. I got a small call. Just a minute. I'll speak with later. Okay. Class loan answer. All right. All right. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Now, where are we? So, okay. So, guys, please don't worry about other topics like super. This is automatically it got generated. We'll be discussing that. We'll be discussing that. Kindly please wait for them. Kindly please wait for them. Now I'm moving to next one. Don't worry, guys. All right, guys. Okay. Now one more. There is one more concept. Guys, again, I'm saying you, in that particular program, a lot of topics are there which we still did not discuss. We'll be discussing them. Kindly please wait for that. Kindly please wait for that. Okay. Abhinash, I told you, don't ask the same question again and again, Nana. So, guys, some people are asking me, sir, if we are keeping only system.out.print, what will happen? Guys, if you are using system.out.print, then you will not be able to take the input properly. You just check that, you'll understand. You just check that, you'll understand. Okay. Right. All right, guys, so today's topic, what is our today's topic? Let me check here. Yes, yeah, right now we are supposed to discuss our this keyword, understanding this keyword, right? So, guys, this is a keyword, of course. It is one of the keyword in 50 Java language keywords. Yeah, in Java language, there are 50 Java language keywords. So one of the keyword is this keyword. Okay. So a lot of other keywords are also there. Like for example, static keyword, we had seen static keyword. This is a keyword. Super is a keyword. We'll be discussing that. We will be trying to deal about what is super keyword, super constructor call, all those particular concepts in inheritance, guys. In inheritance, we'll be trying to work on that. Okay. So before going for any further, point to be noted. First point which you are supposed to remember was we can use this in, okay, guys, in how many ways we can use static? In how many ways we can use static? Static. Hey, Prakash, Fora, you are creating one more way. Amma, Satish too, you are reducing. Come on, guys. In how many ways we can use static? We can use static in three ways. A class. Can we declare a class? No, completely wrong. Completely wrong. A method? Yes. Yes. A variable? Yes. A block? Yes. So, guys, keyword static. Yeah, we can use static in three ways. A variable can be declared as a static. A method can be declared as a static. And a block can be declared as static. All right. Now we are trying to discuss about this keyword. Now, when you're coming to this keyword, guys, we can use this. Okay. It's not printing. Okay. We can use this, THIS, this in four ways. WAYS. We can use this in four ways. Okay. Now, first way. The first way is first way. First way is it is used to resolve. It is used to resolve the ambiguity It is used to resolve the ambiguity between local variables and instance variables. This keyword is used to resolve the ambiguity between local variables and instance variables. What do you mean by that? What do I mean by that? What I told, that is what I'm meaning. See, guys, for example, let me try to have an instance variable. Okay, this is an instance variable. Is it an instance variable? Is it an instance variable? Please don't say no. Please don't say no, guys. Yes, this is an instance. It is an instance variable. Let me have a method. Okay, always welcome. Method void method one. Okay, fine. Now inside this method one, I'm just trying to take a variable int b equal to int b equal to 20. INSTANC instance variable. I'll be able to print my instance variable like this. Yep. Now system.out.println local variable local var local variable plus local variable plus b. Let me have my main method, of course. Now inside my main method, I'm trying to create an object. Okay, new class a dot method one method one. Okay, new class a dot method one. Now, okay, what is my output, sir? Very simple output, sir. We'll be getting here 10 and we'll be getting here 20. Yeah, guys, I know that. Right click, run as Java application, and obviously I'm going to get my output as 10 and 20 here. Now my question is, if I'm trying to change this local variable name also as a, now here also I'll be get, I mean, right now also I'll be getting the same output. Obviously no. Why? Because if okay, guys, tell me what is the output I'll be getting right now. Tell me what is the output I'll be getting right now. Gone. Come on, guys. Guys, you need to concentrate more. The people who are giving me wrong outputs, you need to concentrate more. I told you, if instance variable name and local variable name both are same, the priority will be given to the local variable. I told you. Come on, guys, what is this? Still some people are giving me 10. No, not at all acceptable. So right now our output will be 2020, like that. Okay, so actually what happened here, there is an ambiguity occurred between instance variable and local variable. Now we can resolve this ambiguity. So if I want to call only my instance variable, how to do that, guys? New class a dot like this. You know it or not? Guys, we had already covered this particular concept in variables. In variables, we can call an instance variable with the help of the class instance. Yeah, we can do that. Now check, right click, run as Java application, and of course, I'll be getting my output as 10. Now, what I want to do is, guys, every time if I want to create a new object, no, that is not that much of good programming practice. So what I want to do, I want to access my instance variable without creating an object for my class. I can do that by using this keyword. This keyword is used to resolve ambiguity between local variables and instance variables. Right click, run as Java application. We will be getting our output as like this. Literally, this keyword is used to refer present class instance variables. This keyword is used to refer, this keyword is used to refer present class instance variables. Is it clear, guys? Is it clear, guys? Please tell me. Yes. Please note down a small. Please keep a small side heading as understanding this keyword. Be fast. Understanding this keyword. Understanding this keyword. Okay. Now, please write a small point. Not a small point, please. This keyword is used in 4 ways. I mean, this keyword in Java. This keyword in Java is used in how many ways? How many ways? 4 ways. Note it down. It is used in 4 ways. Okay. Now, first one, it is used to resolve the ambiguity between, I mean, just like first way, it is used to resolve the ambiguity between local variables and instance variables. Dot. It is used to resolve ambiguity between local variables and instance variables. Dot. Continuation. It is used to refer. It is used to refer present class. It is used to refer present class instance variables. It is used to refer present class instance variables. Next point. We cannot use this keyword. We cannot use this keyword under static context. We cannot use this keyword under static context. Okay. I'll explain you guys. It means inside a static method or else a static block, we cannot use this keyword. Okay. Now, can you please write a program, guys? If possible, try to write it by your own. If possible, try to write the program by your own. It's okay, Amma Chamundeshwari, no problem. If possible, please try to write the program by your own. My screen did not got stuck. Okay, I'm just dictating. Okay. Inform if completed, please. One more minute. One more minute, guys. One more minute. Yes, just a minute. Uh, Guys, could you please just give me one more minute? Just a minute. I'm getting a small call. Okay. Can I take it? Can I take it? Please. Thank you. Right. I am sorry, guys. I am sorry. All right, guys. I hope it's done with you. I hope it's done. Now let us come back our next topic. Next topic. So right. And paste one more. Okay, so guys, I told you, yes, we can use this keyword in 4 ways. So first way, it is used to resolve the ambiguity between local variables and instance variables. We had seen that. Now second way is it is used to call, it is used to call present class. It is used to call present class methods. What? Yeah, we can call present class methods with the help of this keyword. For example, I'm having method void method one. Okay, system.out.println. I'm just writing method one called. Now one more method void method two, system.out.println MEDH2 method to CLLED called method 2 called. Okay, so generally guys, if we want to call a method, what we require, I mean up now what we know, like how can we call a method? We can call a method with the help of that particular class object. That is what which we are trying to do right from the starting of our classes, right? Method one. See, I'll be able to call my method one with, okay, let me try to do one thing. I'm having a reference AOBJ, and that reference belongs to class A, like that. Now AOBJ dot method one. I need to call like this. I need to call my method one. So yeah, I'll be getting my output as Java application and method one called. Guys, if I want to call method two, From method 1, generally how I need to call, I need to create an object for my class A dot method 2. Need to call like this. Am I right or wrong? Tell me. Yes or no? Need exactly right. So now what? Let me check. Right click, run as Java application, and I'll be able to call like this: method 1 call and method 2 call. Now what I want to do here was, I don't want to write my class object here. Right click, run as Java application. What? I'm able to call my method 2. How this is possible, guys? If we are just writing method 2 like this, then what will happen, internally compiler will add this keyword. This keyword is used to call present class methods. See, we can refer present class methods with the help of this keyword, guys. Are you getting any doubt here?
Yes, sir.
You should be getting a doubt. You should be getting a doubt. Sir, if we can call methods with the help of this keyword, why we are creating an object in main method, guys? Why we are creating an object in main method? In main method also we can call directly with this keyword, right? Right or wrong? Guys, did you see the third point, what I told you? Third point. I mean, in the dictation notes which I have given you, we cannot use this keyword under static context. Means, I mean, static context or static area. We cannot use this keyword under this dot method 2. You will be getting an error. Nope, it is not possible. Yes, did you understand? Did you understand, Nana? Yes. What are you waiting for? Write down the second point. Second use. This, it is used to call present class methods. This is used to call present class methods. Go on, right. After writing, exactly, Amma Madhavi, yes. Guys, done? Yeah, write the program. Write the program, you know how to write the program. Why you are waiting for? I mean, what you are waiting for? Write the program, Nana. Inform if completed, please. Mansing, if you are directly writing method name, it will be getting executed. Okay. Umar, that's what I told you. This keyword is used to refer present class instance variable, I told you. Yes. Then done, guys. Done.
No, sir.
No, Nikita, see, if you want to call a parameterized method also, you can call like this internet. See, the reason why we should be knowing this now, Amma, Nikita, it's not like no need to write like this. Mostly we'll be trying to know how this particular method is getting executed. Okay. Yes. All right, guys. All right. Now, next use, guys. Third use. Guys, this is actually a little bit complicated. Not much. You can handle that. I believe you can handle that. little bit complicated. Okay. If you concentrate, you'll be able to understand it clearly. Are you ready, guys? Concentrate, concentrate. Okay. Now, point. Are you ready? I need response. I need response. Concentrate. Please concentrate. It is used to return the instance of a class. It is used to return the instance of a class. What do you mean by this, sir? Okay, hang on. Guys, if I want to explain this, let me try to. I'm just having a class A, obj equal to new. There is a place here, right? Just a minute. So class A obj equal to new class A, like that. I'm trying to write a now. Not good. Not good. Uh, Let me try to do one thing, guys. This is better. This is better. Now, what is that? I mean, normal terminology. What is that? Object. Very good. OBJ, BCT object. Anything else? Anything else? Only object? Any other terminology? Initialization, new reference. No, no, no. Guys, see, if I want to create an object, I need new keyword, and with the help of a constructor, I'll be able to initialize my object. Okay, I'm not saying no. I'm asking you synonyms for object. Exactly, instance. Very good. Arun, Nikhil, Radha. Very good. Instance. We can call that as object or INSTANC. Instance also, right? Object or instance. Yes. Now, for example, just think like we are having one more class A obj2 like this. Okay. So how many references we are having here? How many references? Two references. How many objects we are having here? One object, obviously one object. Now just imagine we are having a method that is method one. Just imagine we are having a method like method one. Okay. Now I'm just trying to write a small code here. A obj1 dot method one, A obj2 dot method one. Okay. Now two cases are there. These are the two cases. Let us think like this is case one. Let us think like this is case one. Case one. And this is case two. Case two. Now which one is valid? Which one is invalid? Which one is valid? Which one is invalid? Come on, tell me. Both are valid. Wow. Both are invalid. Wow. Okay. Okay. Guys, my question is very, very simple. For example, let us think that I'm having a method. Okay. Void method one like this. Okay. System.out.println method one called CLLED called set. Now A obj1 and class A obj2. Like that I'm having. Now what I'm trying to say was I'm writing A obj1 dot method 1, A obj2 dot method 1. Which one is valid? Which one is invalid? Or both are valid or both are invalid?
Both are valid.
That is my question. Right. Let me remove these comments and you'll understand. Okay. Which one is valid? First case is valid. Why it is valid? This reference is pointing towards an instance. Can I say like that? Can I say like that? This reference is pointing towards an, I can call it as an object, object object, or an instance also, right? An instance also, no problem. Means if I want to call a method, what I required? If I want to call a method, I required a class, object, or instance. Both are same, guys. Both are same. Now, for example, for example, new class A dot method 1. Now, what I'm trying to do here, guys, I'm trying to call method 1 with the help of the class instance. Am I right or wrong? Am I right or wrong? Now, let me try to have one more method, void method 2, void method 2, system.out.println, system.out.println, method 2 called, method 2 called like this. Now, guys, can I write dot method 2 like this? Can I write like that? Just guess. Just guess. Okay. Some people are saying yes. Some people are saying no. Some people are saying maybe. Okay. Nana, if I want to call a method, what I required? An instance. So method 1, I'm trying to call method 1 with the help of this instance. Am I right or wrong? Yes. Now, is method 1 returning anything? Is method 1 returning anything? No. Method 1 is not returning anything. For example, if you are writing int, if you are writing int, return 100. Now, whenever you are calling this method 1 is returning 100. So if you want to use that 100, you can go with like, method 1 plus some 10. For example, can I write like this, system.out.println new class A dot method 1 is like this. Can I write like this? Means method 1 is returning 100 and I'm trying to use that 100 with, to addition, guys. So right click, run as Java application. I'll be getting my output as method 1 called and method 1 is returning 100. I'm trying to add 100 plus 10 and I'll be getting my output as 110. Nana, up to now, is it clear for everyone? Up to now, is it clear for everyone? Now, for example, guys, right now, if I remove this, I will be getting an error. Why I'm getting an error? Because if we want to call method 2, what we require? What we require? Class object or class instance, right? But what we are having here, what is method 1 returning? Method 1 is returning an integer. You cannot call a method with the help of an integer. We can call a method with the help of an instance. Am I right or wrong? So instead of returning an integer, I can return the instance of this class by using this keyword. Now, method 1 is returning an instance of this class. With the help of that instance, we are calling method 2. Right click, run as Java application like this. Method 1 call and method 2 call. For example, let me try to have one more method, void method 3. Method 3, system.out.println, method 3, CALLED, method 3 called like that. Now, guys, can I write dot method 3? Am I able to call method 3 here? Yes or no? Please tell me. Fantastic. Why we cannot call? Why we cannot call? Yeah, tell me why we cannot call. Because if we want to call method 3, if we want to call method 3, it requires an instance. So method 2 is not returning any instance, right? That's it. So if you are trying to return an instance, class A, return RETURN, return this, then we will be able to call method 3 also. So this keyword is used to return the instance of a class. Please note on this point for me, please. It is used to return the instance of a class. Yeah, it's more like complex coding, Amma Tapaswani. Yeah, guys, we can see, we can use the void as a return type, all the 8 primitive data types as return type, classes also as return type, I told you. Please go ahead, guys. Yes, Sushmita. I made it easy, Sumit. Yes, Priyansh, with the help of this keyword. Nana, please have this. Be fast. Be fast. Please be fast. Hurry up, hurry up. All right, guys. I hope it's done. Priyansh, instance of a class or object of a class, both are same. Both are same. Kindly please don't get confused, guys. Okay, please don't get confused. Guys, you try to do many experiments on this, guys. All right. Right. Now, next point. Next use, guys. Last use. Last use. Sushmita, you call it and tell me, Talli. You call it and tell me. Right. Last use. I'm trying to check this. Right. So, guys, last use. It is used as a. It is used as a constructor call. It is used as a constructor call. Guys, can you please tell me? Can you please tell me? I mean, what do you understand by this particular statement? Just tell me what do you understand by this statement. For example, second statement. What we can call by using this keyword? Second statement. I'm speaking about second statement. Second statement. What can we call by using this keyword? Tell me. Methods. Methods. First statement. What can we call by using first statement? I mean, this keyword. First statement. First statement. Variables. Instance variables. Right now, this is used as a constructor call. Constructor call means we can call constructors. Which class constructors? Which class constructors? Present class constructors. For example, we can call present class methods. We can resolve ambiguity between local variables and instance variables of present class. Okay. So here also present class constructors can be called by using this constructor call. Now, guys, I want to show you a small difference. This versus this constructor call. Yes, this is a keyword. This is a keyword which is used to resolve the ambiguity between local variables and instance variables, which is used to call present class methods, which is used to return the instance of a class. But this is, what is this? What is this? The terminology. Terminology. It is a constructor call. Guys, please understand the terminology, please. Okay. This is a keyword. It is a keyword. This is a constructor call. Terminology is very important, guys. Keyword. Keyword. It is a keyword and it is a constructor. Constructor call. Terminology is very important. Please understand the terminology. Now, again, I'm saying you, we can use this keyword to call present class methods to refer present class instance variables to return the instance of a class also. No problem. But by using this constructor call, what can you do that? I mean, what can we do, guys? By using this constructor call, we can call present class constructors. Okay. Now, where we are supposed to use this constructor call? Constructor call is supposed to use only inside a constructor, that too as a first statement. We are supposed to use this constructor call only inside a constructor, that too as a first statement. For example, class A system.out.println. I'm just writing hi. Okay. Now class A string string yes, and system.out.println yes. System.out.println yes. Now how many constructors are there? Two constructors. What are those? One is a default constructor, second one is a parameterizer constructor. Okay. Now I'm having a main method. Inside the main method, what I'll be trying to do now, I'll be trying to create an object new class A like this. So what is my output, guys? What is my output? My output is hi. Obviously, my output is hi. For example, if I'm trying to write hello, HELLO, hello like this, then my output is hello. Means I'm trying to call this parameterized constructor. Now, please observe here. I'm calling my default constructor. From the default constructor, I want to call parameterized constructor. From the default constructor, I want to call parameterized constructor. New class A, and here I'm trying to write something like HELLO, hello. Now what is my output, guys? Let me try to write like this. Parameterized CNS parameterized constructor plus yes, and here I'm trying to write default constructor like this. Okay, so first I'm going to get my output as default constructor. After that, parameterized constructor. Am I right or wrong, guys? First default constructor, after that parameterized constructor. You know that, you know the code, you know the logic. Now what I want to do, I don't want to create an object, but I want to call my constructor. I don't want to create an object, but I want to call my constructor. If that is your requirement, then you need to use this constructor call. We need to use this constructor call. Now, you know what is our output, guys? First, you are creating an object with the help of new keyword, and you are initializing that object with a default constructor. From line number 17, our compiler will be coming to line number 5. Inside this, you are using this constructor call. Guys, what is that? What is that? It is a constructor call. Please don't get confused, guys. Okay. I understand, Javed, but not exactly. Not exactly. Okay. So yes, this constructor call. Now, with the help of this constructor call, I'm trying to call my parameterizer constructor. So from here, our compiler will be coming to here, and parameterizer constructor call will be getting executed, and hello will be printed. After that, again, it will be coming back to line number 8, and hi will be getting printed. Now, guys, if you are trying to write this, as not the first statement, if you are trying to write this like some other statement, then we will be getting an error. Why? Because this constructor call should always be inside a constructor as a first statement. as a first statement. Right, guys? So Javed, you are saying, sir, you said some speed. Am I very slow? Am I very slow, guys? I mean, the reason why I'm going for a little bit more because you will be getting confused, guys. Okay. Right. So I hope you guys are understanding me. Okay. So what I'm trying to say here was first in main method, we are creating an object. Okay. We are creating an object. Now for that object, whenever we are creating an object, it's okay, buddy. It's okay. No problem. Now from whenever we are creating an object from line number 17, we'll be coming to here, default constructor. So inside this default constructor, we are using this constructor call as a first statement. So from line number 7, we'll be coming to line number 11 and hello will be present in yes. System.out.println parameterized constructor yes, that is hello will be printed. After that, it will be coming back to the default constructor. Now, I want you to please do remember one thing, guys. We cannot use this constructor call anywhere except a constructor as a first statement. We cannot use this constructor call anywhere except inside a constructor as a first statement. Sir, I want to use this constructor call in a method. Nope, you will be getting an error. Sir, I want to use this keyword in a method. Yeah, you can call, you can use, no problem. All right. So kindly please have this. It is used as a constructor call. Write that, please. Now, please have this program. Done, guys. You can use Avinash, you can use. Guys, this constructor call is supposed to use only inside a constructor as a first statement. For example, here, if I'm trying to call this HELLO, hello from the main method, and instead of writing this, I can write here like this. So here I'm trying to call my default constructor. As this is a default constructor, I'm not passing any parameters. That's it. Shahid, only for once you are supposed to write this constructor call. Shahid, if you're writing for second time, it will be coming to the next line, right? So no, you'll be getting an error. Right. So guys, I hope it's done for complete for everyone. Now this is regarding this constructor call, and I'll be trying to give you a small question, guys, like in the Google Classroom. Actually, the answer for that question is very easy, but what I want you to understand was I want you to understand the flow of that program. If you understand the flow of your program, then fine, today's class is good. Please understand the flow of that program, guys. Okay. All right, guys. So that's it, guys. That's it for today.